Hello everyone, we're back with some more Fate Grand Order. When we last left off, we took down Avenger / Rider of Shinjuku once and for all. Seems like we're heading towards the end game now. We only have Emmy Alter and Moriarty left. Which, I mean, theoretically this could be either or, but we know it's going to be Emmy Alter, come on now. Or it could be random goons, but what's the chapter called? Shinjuku Fly High. Is it time for a wrestling move? No, I can't wait for that to be animated. I haven't watched the anime yet, but I've seen some clips. Speaking of, there's Medusa Lily. Should we just... no, you know what? Let's... Merlin with a 2030, no less. And... could do Liz. Well, hold on, let's look at the bond bonus. Do I have any? I don't have any leveled up, at least. Other than Liz. Well, why not? Yeah, I like Liz. Oh yeah, we equipped the Holy Night Supper. I don't really use that one a lot. I just go sumo wrestling. Oh, you can do that. I didn't know you could do that. I've never tried that before. And I wanted to switch BB out for Young King or Lobo. Or not both. Well, it's kind of risky. If someone dies, then our backline's not looking too good. Got 3 not so good boys. Because anger is anger, and you know, Young King and Heshin aren't leveled up. But let's just not die then. Easy as that. As long as it's one of the 2 archers, they both have a single target, Noble Phantasm, so it shouldn't be hard. In short, no matter how you slice it, this is premeditated murder. That's how you say it, right? Premediate? There's no deep motive here. The only forces at work are grudges, money, and jealousy. There may be a few tricks, but they're trivial. Still, they're beyond any detective. Some of you might think I'm just an idiot who doesn't know words. But no, I'm just an idiot who doesn't know how to pronounce words. I mean, it's better. But now they're failing. I've given up on about half my calculations, leaving only a slapdash bet where the odds are against us. Is this Moriarty? I swore to myself that this plan I came up with would never let me do that. And yet I did it. And all because I wanted to beat her. And down goes the Avenger. We may only have to wait for the magical bullet to get here now, but that doesn't mean we can just sit around. So why are you so relaxed? Is the bullet already on its way? It's not coming here yet. It's not coming here. Not yet, anyway. So now that the Avenger has been defeated, you and I are the only ones that can protect the barrel. I'll do my job, not to worry. Luckily, this tower is easy to protect. You're tough to attack. I see. But that doesn't mean we can just stay holed up in here doing nothing. I'll go prepare an ambush outside. If it works out, we'll be able to lure them into a pincer attack at the base of the tower and catch them in the crossfire. Sherlock Holmes would see through something like that in an instant. The battlefield's just the kind of place where the detective and mastermind logic falls apart. There's no time for cold deduction there, only chaos and fervor. The chaos of battle leaves no room for calculations, and that kind of fervor rips theory to shreds. The battlefields where the lowest of life forms can easily destroy the highest form of art. I see. Well, do as you see fit. I won't be of much use when it comes to practical tactics anyway. A seasoned mercenary like you would be far better suited to come up with the ideas. Don't worry, I'll make sure they suffer. Back with... Oh! Get to your positions. Suit up for heavy combat. Use anti-demonic beast gear if you have to. But aren't we only going up against servants? Believe me, I know what we're going up against better than most. Anti-servant gear is not going to cut it. We'll be much better off with the anti-demonic beast gear's sheer explosive power. Use the tungsten alloy arming piercing ammo. It's cursed, so it should be pretty effective against them. Keep up a steady stream of gunfire and pin them down. I'm glad I brought Liz. Seems like it's gonna be lots of guys. Yes, sir! Even if you all make it this far, that servant will utterly destroy you. Jean Alter is like a human carpet bombing. The Alter King of Knights is akin to an artillery cannon. Although, given that she's using that toy to get around, perhaps I should call her a giant high-speed mobile artillery platform? It's always something. Still, it's almost over now. Doesn't matter how bloody things get. As long as everything's consistent, that's what counts. Emiya Alter still went through, like, the Fuyuki Girl War, right? The only thing I know about him is that he's a Shiro that got mixed up with Kiara. And Taiga was involved in some way. I'm pretty sure, I forget what the line is, but... So Kiara would have risen to power around 2030. So I'm pretty sure, like, Taiga had a child or something, and either her child got in the Kiara cult, or both of them or something, and Emiya Alter was forced to kill them, or... That's the implication anyway. There's a line in the material book. I forget what they call it. Anyway, it doesn't matter how bloody things get. As long as everything's consistent, that's what counts. What a fool the Master of Chaldea is to willingly meet her end here after saving the world. She may think she can save this place, but she's wrong. All she can do now is die a miserable death. Girls front, stop it! You did this last time. Well done, Caval II. Oh, it was all thanks to you that we were victorious. As a reward, you shall have better dog food than normal. A deluxe hamburger? Feel free to return to your guard post at the stronghold. You've earned it. Feels like Caval II's more important than me. How steward of you, Master? Indeed, I think of Caval II as my personal hunting dog, or rather, as descendant from one. So she's got her own hand cannon for him. Essentially, I consider him one of my loyal knights, and I'm willing to dub him appropriately. Which means that in my court, he does indeed rank slightly above you. What kind of king are you? Allow me to rub your shoulders, Sir Caval II. Do dogs have shoulders? I mean, where are they? He says it's most agreeable. At least I believe he does. We're back, Miss Horsey, Miss Artoria. Hi. Papa's home! Come here and give me a big kiss on the cheek! Was this the setup for summer 2? Die. How could you say that? Fine, then I'll just be over here quietly scrying to myself. Or did I say scrying? Am I crying? Mr. Moriarty, that sort of thing is exactly the problem. Getting back on track. We have now defeated the Berserker, the Assassin, and the Avenger. That leaves the Archer of Shinjuku, Evil Moriarty, and the altered version of Emiya, the nameless heroic spirit. I have also learned that the latter is standing guard in front of the barrel, along with about 200 or so hornets. 200? However, I can assure you that time is most definitely not on our side. With the Phantom Spirit, there are shoots at his disposal. Moriarty can even control meteors. We don't know when a meteor will be loaded and fired, but we do know that we can't afford to wait until that happens. It'll be like another Tunguska event. Right? You guys watched the last episode, right? Well, hang on. Meteors almost never enter Earth's atmosphere to begin with. What if they end up mentioning that? I looked it up, and the only meteor that fell to Japan in 1999 was in Kobe. And it was a tiny, it was tiny, barely weighing 136 grams in total. Hardly anything approaching an apocalyptic scale. You're quite right, Mr. Vinci. You stumbled! Don't worry about it, Holmes. Call me whatever you like. However, there's one thing I've come to understand after seeing our Moriarty in action. You mean me? I do. When you use that coffin of yours, you don't actually do much in the way of aiming, do you? I sure don't. I fire, and it hits. I'm confident it would work even if I were facing away from my target entirely. I don't have many memories of firing again when I was alive, so I'm surprised it works so well. Imagine it would be much the same whether you're using bullets or missiles. Furthermore, Evil Moriarty likely possesses the same power, only with greater potency. Truly frightening prospect. With such power, he would likely use any meteor visible from Earth in 1999 for his magical bullet. What? Seriously? What? I mean, did you expect any less? Even Master is dumbfounded. And after you act like a certain idol. What was the line? Seriously? What idol? Is that a Liz line? Seriously, her catchphrase that I never noticed? Like, you can line up the 1999. Or maybe that's like a J-pop reference. I don't know J-pop. Wait, is J-pop even I think it is. I know K-pop is a thing. I don't ask me. What's more, there was indeed an asteroid observed in 1999. The one called Bennu, a B-type asteroid measuring an average of 500 meters in diameter. Analysis shows that it will approach Earth a number of times over the next 200 years. I believe this is the asteroid that Evil Moriarty is designated to be his bullet. Is that even possible? I mean, the whole reason Phantom Spirits can never be servants is because they lack the spirit origin values to ascend to being a heroic spirit. Yes, if one were to evaluate Phantom Spirits by strength alone, it would be quite unimpressive. In terms of potency, they would even underperform a literary caster who did nothing but pen stories. Seriously? I can almost hear a voice saying, "Don't steal my gimmick!" I'm quite serious. After all, even if they were to be summoned, they wouldn't possess a body. And because they lack a body, they are unable to do anything. Regardless of how much magical energy you provide them, they have no means of storing it. You can think of each of them as a vase with a hole. However, this hole is on the side of the vase, not the bottom, so it is able to hold some energy. For an experienced mage, I imagine this would pose no issue at all. All that said, even having said all of that, we servants still have quite the trump card to play, no matter how weak we might be. That still holds true for Phantom Spirits. Noble Phantasms! Exactly. Where such things are concerned, there's little difference between a Phantom Spirit and a heroic one. The reason is simple. Noble phantasms are based off stories, legends, and objects that truly existed. When such things become a noble phantasm, their power might be reduced, or in rare cases, even enhanced. Of course, when a Phantom Spirit is summoned, the power of the noble phantasm likely decays considerably. Not that a phantom could use one anyway. However, the concept of a noble phantasm remains the same. In short, with enough magical energy, a noble phantasm can form. So by fusing a heroic spirit and Phantom Spirit to raise the value of the spirit origin, even an object in space can be made into a bullet. Not to worry, my dear Da Vinci. This Shinjuku is the only place where such a thing is possible. Ordinarily, fusing Phantom and heroic spirits together, or even two Phantoms, is nigh impossible. And that's it! That's the key! I remember we combed through Chaldea's service to pull up all the details on Phantom Spirits. But just like how heroic spirits can fuse, neither can Phantom Spirits. It should be impossible. Or rather, no one would ever think to do so. We actually went and did such a thing. I'm afraid the time is not yet right to tell you that. What? We should avoid speculation. Is it not Moriarty? I mean, who else would it be? Or rather, to be precise, we should focus on the more immediate problem at hand. As I was just saying, Emilia Alter and the 200 Hornets are standing guard outside the barrel. Here's the digital snapshot I took. I'll send it to Chaldea so you can fix it up. How's this? I let it out in a table view to make it easier. I took my best guess at marking off how many enemies are there and what weapons they're carrying. They're using mass-produced firearms, so as long as we can partially see them, we can manage. It would appear a bog-standard formation, but an effective one. Looks like they're armed with weapons typically used for taking down large demonic beasts. Would have been useful back in Babylonia. They're clearly aiming for me, which means that I'll be unable to use HorseyEatYou to charge in and cause a disturbance. While attacking them straight on may be a safe option, it'll also take a lot of time. All we have in the way of fighters are myself and Moriarty. Holmes will be of no help here. My apologies, I'm but a humble detective after all. Ha ha ha. That doesn't seem to be slowing down your rival / mathematician / hunter. And there's another problem. Our royal guard should keep their defenses as tight as possible and be prepared to move quickly to cover any gaps that may appear in them. Given who we're up against, it would be all but impossible to sow chaos among their ranks with our numbers. Besides, he expects us to charge in. I think there's something we could do that no one could see coming. Oh. Mashu? What is it, Mashu Kirei-light? That "oh" certainly sounds as if you have an idea. Not at all. No ideas here. No sorry. Come on, spell it. It's nothing, really. Please don't give it another thought, senpai. Answer the question, Mashu. If you don't, I'll turn you into a mashed Kirei-light. That's the best badum-tiz I can do. Oh, well. I just happen to remember Aryash. Aryash? Do you mean Aryash? I don't know how to say that. Kamanger? The hero of the East? We're going Stella? What about him? I'm sorry, senpai. When Artoria mentioned breaking through the formation in a unique way, I couldn't help but remember. I don't believe we know that one. What in the world happened? Ah! Or we could just fly there. Shoot us on an arrow. My, it must be quite a good plan if it can make Master Blanche. Tell us more about it, Mashu. I don't know which one it's referencing. Spade 1, all clear. I've completed patrol of Point Alpha and I'm returning to base. I mean, what you think unexpected then? Flying there on probably a motorcycle, crashing into the top floor would certainly be unexpected. Completed patrol of Point Alpha and I'm returning to base. Club 2, all clear. Nothing up here on the roof. Diamond 4 here. I can just make out the sound of a motorcycle engine. Let me hear it. They're here. Keep your ears open for any other motorcycle sounds. Our legendary king, I'm disappointed this is the best strategy she could come up with. One-way ticket to heck. Pardon my French. Fire! Release the net! Oh, it's like comic, like cartoon, like sound. Like, it probably wasn't meant to be that, but like, you know, like someone like is running and they like suddenly stop and it makes it like I don't I don't know. So they resorted to an all or nothing gamble. How boring. All hands, keep watching the perimeter. I'll confirm their disappearance myself. Guards, come with me. I knew it. That's the king's motorcycle. Let's see how her spirit origin is doing. She's still here. It's a decoy. Remain on the alert. Ha! I'm detecting a servant close by. Is it Saber? Above? Too slow, Archer. Shh. I'm surprised to see you and your master drop in like this. How did you do it? If any command spell backup had flown in here, we would have noticed its energy and wiped it out. Indeed, which is why we didn't come here via mana burst or command spell. We flew here, literally. I like this. Please spare me. But did she like Excalibur Morgan backwards? Alright, that should do it. What do you think, Da Vinci? Looking good. I created the plans according to Mashu's specifications and modified them to fire with Arash's bow and arrow. It was a little tricky constructing it entirely out of materials found in Shinjuku on short notice. But genius that I am, I knew I could do it. Of course, we were the ones who did all the work. You're a math professor, right? How can you have so much trouble cutting a straight piece of iron? It's because I'm a math professor. At any rate, the Da Vinci modified Moriarty flyer was a complete success. I believe you mean Da Vinci flyer? I have a patent on it, you know? A patent! So this is why the rich get richer. What in the world are they arguing about? Well, no matter. As I explained earlier, Master and Artoria will take this over to... Master? I'm out of here. Later, nerds. Forget it. You cannot escape me. We're doing this no matter what, Horsey. Don't worry, I personally guarantee the flyer's safety. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll be okay with Artoria protecting you. Probably. Worry not, Master. I'm your sword and your shield. We shall remove any and all threats in our path. Now get on. We're gonna fly this thing to the moon. Oh, help! You're wearing like a cat forced to take a bath. Go on, get closer. Okay, once I pull this lever, whoosh, you'll be off. Got it. Now hurry up and get ready, Master. Okay, you're all good to go. Well, it's nice knowing you all. Are you all set, Mr. Holmes? Not really, if I'm being honest, but I'll make do. It's a bit hard being a non-combatant. But not to worry, I promise I'll be there at the appointed time. I forget the context of Arias shooting us. Was it, like, the village was under attack by Mordred and he shot us, or was it before that? I don't know. I guess I'll remember when the movie comes out. Yeah. Good. Now let us head to the final battlefield. Isn't there any other way? However, that doesn't change the fact that you've dived straight into your enemy's camp. That's true, but once I cut you down, my role will be complete. What? Ready your weapons, Archer. I won't even ask you for a fair fight. Feel free to use as many as you like. Why, you little... Okay. Are we gonna kill him this one? I mean, I guess it makes sense, because there's 4 chapters left, including this one. Giving, you know, 3 for infiltrating the tower and, you know, confronting Moriarty and all that stuff makes sense. Or it could just be another, you know, Heshwin Lobo fight. We've had him twice. Wait, did we fight him earlier? Yeah, I know we saw him earlier. But 201 enemies. Okay, it's like an Anger Manus interlude. If you guys haven't done it, you need Bond 10 on him. And it's not out yet on these servers. You fight actually a Shadow Emiya, funnily enough. And like 200, 100 maybe small dudes. And when the small dudes die, I mean when Emiya dies, the battle ends. So there's a more efficient way of doing this, you know, waiting to give her the buster. Oh. Buster up for, you know, a crit opportunity. Well, why be efficient? I'm gonna go for, you know, cool. How much will this do? Like 200,000 to him? I mean, it's AoE, so I won't do all too much. It's a bit short, but oh, NP straight. Oh, that's spooky. Oh, yeah, we got some good damage out. 500k is a lot. So either his second health bar is like 200k, or you only have to fight the first health bar. We'll see. Go ahead and get guts up, and right chain. Okay. What should I talk about? I didn't think about it. I decided, okay, I'm gonna do a fake grand order, then I'm gonna record Kikonia, and then I'll do probably some more fake grand order. Because I'm just not gonna do Nier until I finish Shinjuku. Which, not do Nier for like, you know, a day or 2. Although my backlog has like 1 Nier and like a couple Shinjukus. So it's a bit unbalanced, but that doesn't really matter. I really want to just finish Shinjuku already. I mean, I started it back in like March, right? And this also means I'll be able to do Salem around the time it comes out. Or maybe I'll go and start Shimosa, or I don't know. We'll see is the answer to that. I hope this crits and gets the health bar down. But I'm excited for Salem. Of the 4, it's the one I'm most interested in. Like, I read some of the translations, but I remember being confused when reading them. Because I think I skipped around it, and it's a weird chapter. I know I think it's the shortest one. Like, they had to time get it to make it seem longer. At least, that's what I remember someone saying at the time. I did crit, but not enough. On the shield. And hit through his health bar. And also, The new servants are fun. Okay. I was about to say another 500k. That's a bit much. If I had brought Brynhild, it would have been pretty easy, but gotta get that bond bonus. Yeah, look at that go up. 3,600. That's so good. Post battle? Maybe? You know, there's two types of... You can tell by how into recording I am if I want there to be post battle or not. If I do, that means I want to keep going. But if I don't, that means I'm done. Get me out of this video. What's that? Oh, I should have known you would notice, Archie. I see your eyes are as sharp as ever. Captain, we're being attacked by wild Coloradoras. So that's what Sherlock Holmes has been up to. Ah ha ha ha. That was gonna get far too close, but it appears it was well worth it. Take that. Uh-oh, the Coloradoras have started targeting us. Dang it. The Berserker are on. There's no one left to control them. What are you waiting for? Take them out! Yes, sir! That sound! Well done, Moriarty. Captain, there's too many for us. What do we do? Get a hold of yourself. Take care of the smoke cloud and take each one out. Aim for their legs. Captain, behind you! Huh? There's nothing there. Oh, my apologies, sir. I was mistaken. Is that so? Oh, you see there, Emmy, and that's all we have. I may not be as good at some, but every evil mastermind needs at least some facility with disguises. Of course, in my case, I had to resort to help from Holmes, but never mind that. The good Moriarty, yeah? Should have stayed put like the trash you are. Or is it actually you? Huh? I beg your pardon? Oh, never mind that. You want to see the archer Shinjuku, huh? Go on, then. You already knew this was coming no matter what I did. Have fun running around the barrel. Okay. Well, very well, then. I'll just go do just that. Nothing like crushing one's own dreams oneself, after all. Shut up. Bang. You handle this area. I'll go after them. Yes, sir. We can't have any of them escaping. Once I go in, blow up the entryway to seal it. Yes, sir. But what about the tower's internal defenses? No one else is going to do us any good in there. Or are you volunteering to be a meat shield? Understood, sir. There's no telling what might happen if you small-timers interfere. You can all die here along with the puppets. Wow, that's harsh. Alright, the end of the world is almost here. The Umineko song plays. You see, I'm not musically inclined. I can't even do rhythm. It's all or nothing. I can't, like, I don't even know the tune to it. Like, I hear it in my head, but... Oh, that would have been a good anecdote. I used to be a band. I am not musically inclined. I have some stories about that. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Oh! Picture have multiple notes. Whoa, what is this? That's scary. Woo! How terrifying. So anyways, guys, I'll see you next time for section 16. We're nearing the end. About time. I'll see you guys then. Bye.